everyone, my name is Jalisa Monroe, and today we are going to perform a breath work, intentional breathing, and this breathing is going to be one that can energize us and wake us up. You may have seen other videos such as the diaphragmatic breathing and the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Those breathing techniques are great and beneficial for multiple different reasons, but the one that we're going to cover today is the breath of fire. And this breathing technique is really great for one to detoxify the body, detoxify the lungs, as well as really energize the body. So let's go ahead and come into an easy seated pose, crisscrossing the shins, and feel free to go ahead and ground yourself on the sitting bones, making sure that you're nice and comfortable. We can also take a blanket and place it underneath the hips if you feel any strain on the back here. So if you feel any strain on the lower back, you can sit on the edge of your blanket like so, just to elevate the hips some. And this should hopefully take away any tension that you may be feeling in the lower edge of your back. And if you don't have a yoga blanket at home, you can also use maybe a towel, maybe two towels to really just kind of elevate the hips. You can also sit on the edge of a bolster, just figuring out what is best for you and your body at this time. So once you get, oh, that is nice. So once you get into a position of comfort, we'll go ahead and connect to our breath. For this video, we're going to talk about how to do it before we actually set aside some time to do it. With the breath of fire, we're more so focusing on our exhale versus our inhale. So in other videos, we focused on exhaling, pulling the belly back in towards the spine, using our diaphragm. We're still using our diaphragm here, but it's not really slow. It's more of a rapid movement. So we're really pulling it in very quickly. It's very, very intentional. With our exhale, we're not forcing our exhale though. So our exhale is very passive in this breath of fire. And make sure that you if you have anything in your nose, feel free to blow your nose if you need to. Or if you have anything in your throat, just making sure that you're good before you get going into this. You may want some water beside you or maybe some tissues. So coming into this pose, as we were talking about, this inhale is going to be very passive. So we're not forcing the inhale. We soften our belly and we let the inhale happen naturally. So the inhale happens naturally versus our exhale, we are intentionally pulling our belly in to do a rapid exhale. So I can even show you. So I'll show you forward and then to the side. So that way one of those views can help you just get an idea of what this looks like. So let's go ahead and practice this together before we actually do it. Sitting up nice and tall. We can also take one hand to the belly so that way we can feel our diaphragm and our belly rapidly moving in this breath. So let's go ahead and inhale, rapid exhale, pull the belly in. And as we exhale, we can do an exhale through the nose. So inhale in through the nose, exhale through the nose, push the belly back in. So you can kind of hear it too. It's very, very strong. My exhale is very strong. It's very, I don't want to say hard, but it's a very strong exhale. It's a very rapid exhale. So you can feel the force in my exhale because I'm pulling my belly. I'm engaging my core. So I'm engaging the muscles in my belly as I exhale to pull the belly in towards my spine. And then at the end of my exhale, I soften the belly to let my inhale happen naturally. And then rapidly exhale again. Soften the belly to inhale. Rapidly exhale. Soften the belly to inhale. Rapidly exhale. Soften the belly to inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And so with this breath, it is forceful on the exhale. We can also take one hand onto the belly so that way we can feel our muscle, our belly moving with this breath and our diaphragm moving with this breath. And we know that we'll feel our belly just kind of like the ocean, like a little, a little jello or something. Um, just feeling this move. So we'll go ahead and take our hands to the belly. Let's go ahead and practice this again. Inhale, rapid exhale. Soften the belly, inhale, rapid exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And this can start off slow. And as you start off slow, just kind of work. You don't want to force your breath. I mean, outside of your exhale, we are forcing that exhale. We're not really we are forcing the exhale. We're doing a rapid exhale. We're releasing anything. We're just getting that exhale out. We're pushing that exhale out. But the inhale, we're letting it happen naturally. It's very soft. So actually thinking about it right now, talking about it, a really nice balance just between that masculine and feminine, that gentle and soft, that strength and softness. So this is actually a very beautiful breath that we can practice and really work with. So taking our hand to our belly, let's go ahead and practice that again. You can also place your other hand on the knee, on the ankle, wherever feels comfortable to you. Let's go ahead, soften the belly. Inhale, rapid exhale. Inhale, rapid exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's go ahead and pick up our speed here. So we have the motion. We know how it functions. So let's go ahead and pick up our speed a little bit with this. And this is really where the detoxing in the lungs and everything just kind of, you'll feel this. So continuing, soften the belly, inhale and exhale. And I'm not going to repeat this, and I'm going to go ahead and stay quiet now because that makes it easier. Maybe softening the shoulders as you do this. Once you have that rhythm, you can let your hands go. And after you're done at the last one, we'll go ahead and take a deep inhale together. Hold the breath. Take our chin to the chest. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the chin up. Lengthening the spine. And that's how we can practice the breath of fire. So I'll also turn to the side so that you can see what that motion looks like. Once we finish our breath of fire, what we can do is our very last breath for this practice, for this intentional breath work, we could take a nice deep inhale into the belly. And as we hold the breath into the belly, so kind of like a pause at the end of our inhalation, we'll hold the breath into this belly, feeling the air with this energy, this life force energy. Take our chin to the chest and stay in this moment, just really feeling this moment, being in this moment. And as we exhale, we'll engage the core the same way that we've been doing, except for it won't be so rapid, it won't be so forceful. We'll still engage the core, pulling the belly button back in, releasing any air out of the lungs. Inhale to lift the chest up towards in front of you. Inhale to lift the chin up. So that's how we'll go ahead and do that pose. I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side so you can see what this looks like. So from the side, we're really breathing with our belly here. We're using the diaphragm here. We're not using our chest to breathe. There are some, I know in the diaphragmatic video, we talked about shallow breathing, chest breathing. There are breath work practices, there are techniques where chest breathing is a part of that technique. However, this is not one of those techniques. We're still using our diaphragm here. So let's go ahead, sitting up nice and tall, place our hands onto the belly so that we can feel the belly move as we breathe into this breath of fire. Soften the belly. And we'll inhale, pushing the belly out. Exhale, rapid exhale. Inhale, push the belly out. Rapid exhale. Inhale, push the belly out. Rapid exhale. Inhale, push the belly out. Rapid exhale. And just so that we can go over the same thing that we're going to do at the end of our practice today for this breath of fire, that very last exhale, we're going to breathe into the belly, rounding it like a balloon. At the end of our inhalation, we'll pause, hold the breath, bring our chin to the chest, continue to breathe. Hold the breath, and then bring the chin to the chest. And when you're ready, you'll exhale, pulling the belly back in. Inhale, lifting the chin up. So maybe you'll hold the breath. And actually in this video, we'll go ahead and hold the breath for about a count of 3. So we'll hold the breath on our last inhalation for the breath of fire. We're going to hold the breath at the pause for a count of 3, bringing our chin to the chest. And then we'll exhale and release. Okay? So we know now how this breath works, what we're using. We're breathing into the belly here. We're breathing with our nose, so we're inhaling and exhaling with our nose. Okay? So let's go ahead and get ready to do this. And this is a great way. Once we get into this, I'm even starting to feel a little bit more energetic towards the end of this video. But once we get into this is a great way. You could start your day like this. You may not want to do this before going to bed because you might get a little energetic. But you can certainly start your day with this, or just use this breathing technique whenever it is convenient for you. If you feel a little low, you feel like, oh no, you just don't really feel like doing anything, you could use this breath of fire for a pick-me-up. Okay? Let's go ahead and practice together. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's go ahead, inhale into the belly. We'll take this first breath together. Exhale. Audible exhale. Soften the belly so that we can start our breath of fire. And begin. Last breath, inhale in together. Chin to the chest. Hold for a count of 3. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the chin up. Exhale, releasing the shoulders, the ears. And just sitting in this energy. You may feel tingling. You may feel a little dizzy. You may feel cold or nothing at all. Just taking a moment to notice how we feel right now. Breathing into this moment. If you needed to take something to drink, take a cup to drink, go ahead and do so. If you need to blow your nose, go ahead and do so. Just moving gently with yourself. And that's how we can practice the breath of fire. With your breath of fire, you can start off slow. So maybe you're not moving as quickly. You can slow the breath down. And then as you continue to progress, as you continue to practice this, or even maybe on the same session, you speed up your breath. And you can do what you feel is best for you in that time. But this is how we can do the breath of fire. And there are several benefits associated with this breath that we talked about. So, increasing your energy, encouraging oxygen intake, encouraging the detoxification of the body. You're also really, because we're using the diaphragm, you may even feel a little sore afterwards, and that's okay. It's because it's a muscle that you're probably not using frequently, and with this breath of fire, because we're rapidly moving as we exhale and then softening the belly to inhale, we're really using that diaphragm. We're utilizing that diaphragm. So this can make you a little sore. Even diaphragmatic breathing. If you've been breathing from the chest frequently and you start practicing diaphragmatic breathing, you may even notice some soreness there too. That's okay. Don't let that discourage you from continuing. If you notice that you feel good here, it felt a little bit uncomfortable, but you feel better, more better than when you started, keep going. If not, that's okay. There's several different other breathing techniques out there, and there's other breathing techniques to increase your energy. We have a Kriya breathing. There's other energies, other breathing techniques we could do to increase our energy and just get us going. So, again, taking your awareness to the present moment, see how you feel. If this was for you, great. If not, that's okay. Finding what works best for you, whether that's another yoga, another pranayama breathing technique, or maybe it could be just a different realm in the yoga world. So maybe you want to explore something else with yoga outside of the asana or the breathing. You can certainly do that as well. There's multiple different things. Along with this, yoga, as helpful as it is for our wellness and health, it's not the end all. So if there's anything else that you need, if you feel anything going on, especially internally and mentally, your self-talk, being mindful of that, getting any support that you need at that time, knowing you're not alone. We can get through this together. You are stronger than anything that you go through. Okay? Let's go ahead and close this out with 3 cleansing breaths. We could take our hands onto the knees if we feel like we need to be grounded today, or we could place our hands up if we feel like we need some energy. For these 3 breaths, we'll go ahead and breathe in through the nose, rounding the belly like a balloon, and we'll do an audible exhale. Okay? Let's go ahead and do this in unity. Take a deep breath in together and exhale. Let's do this together now. Softening the belly to inhale. Audible exhale. Soften the belly to inhale. Audible exhale. Soften the belly to inhale. Audible exhale. Inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale the hands down to heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.